As many of you know, I like history, especially when it comes to old railroads and canals, especially the Miami and Erie Canal that went through Cincinnati to Toledo through Hamilton, my hometown. I posted some canal stuff the other day on Facebook, and a guy told me, he said, have you ever seen the remains of the aqueduct up where 275 and 75 come together? Well, I had no idea there were any remains. So I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing. What we're looking at right now, so I'll back up a little. The stairway to the left is the actual towpath, and to the right is the canal, and you will see the other abutment on the west side of the aqueduct. We'll walk up what would have been the towpath, or what still is, I guess, the towpath bridge, which is still on the original aqueduct foundations. First I'll look east, and you can see the upper walls. That one's kind of broke away. And then on this side, you can actually see the channel that the aqueduct sat in. Should be able to see the wall on that side and on that side. But what's really interesting is when you look into the water, appears to be the floor of the aqueduct. Very large wood beams embedded in the creek bottom. Let's look over here. You can see a good view of them there. What we'll do is we'll walk down there. Try not to bore you too much, but this is a pretty fascinating find. I had no idea this existed around here. I'll try to keep the camera steady as I navigate back down here again. All right. So here we're gonna go. Again, you can see the upper towpath abutment, and you can clearly see where the canal aqueduct rested on the south side. Now, just about 100 yards to the south of this is the exit that goes from northbound 75 to westbound 275. And then when you pan that way, that's the 75 northbound lane just north of 275. So we're really close. I'm surprised this didn't get more destroyed when they did that work. But again, here's what's worth it, is the wooden structure that's been in this creek bed for close to 100 years. They probably abandoned this section of the canal after 1913 floods, which this may have even been a victim of. Not sure. Again, you see the canal. Now on this side it's a little harder to see, but again you can see the higher abutment for the towpath. You can see the lower abutment, which is either completely covered up or destroyed. And then you'll see the wing wall on the west side over there. That was the other side of the aqueduct. Again, this is the Miami and Erie Canal, and we are just north of Cincinnati. And what we'll do is we'll go over here one time. Not for the faint-hearted climbing around down here, obviously. But I've always been one to walk in the woods anyway. But I wanted to show you some more, try to get a better picture of this this woodwork, and here we can see it very well. These beams are huge. The one that's dead center, probably 2 feet wide. Not sure how thick it is. And the one above it's probably about 1.5 feet wide, that one. And just really amazing to see it surviving in the bed of this creek after all this time. Again, now I'd be standing up to my head in water, maybe even over my head, as I would be basically the level of a keel of a canal boat going south right now. So, very interesting if you're into that kind of history. Just down that way, you'll see the culverts going under I-75 North, just past 275. That's the crazy merge when you're coming off 275 West, getting on 75 North, and everybody's racing to head north towards Union Center. And again, I'd be standing in the canal as you see the wing wall to the west, and panning over again to this abutment on this side is definitely not as good a shape. Anyway, I thought that would be interesting for everybody to see. So with that being said, if you want to explore it, it's worth the trip, and now you know where it's at. Kevin out.